Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks, depending whatever time frame or time zones you guys are based in. I'm based in London, so good morning from me. And welcome to our daily update on our YouTube channel, in which we discuss several different opportunities on a daily basis and really try to filter out the noise from the actual reality and then see where there is an opportunity. Now, bit of a housekeeping: anything which will be discussed cannot be perceived as an advice. If you are seeking for one, please do consider consulting with your own financial advisors. Now, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so, because we do discuss really great things, and of course it helps us on Google algorithm as well. Do hit that like button as well. Now, in terms of a stock market, a storm is really brewing ahead of the big event, and that big event, my fellow traders, is that Federal Reserve meeting, which is taking place today. It is going to take place today, and the results will be out tomorrow when the Federal Reserve will decide about two things. Tell me, what are those two things? Number one, it is your interest rate. Number two is the asset purchase program. But the more important thing is going to be the dot plot, because this is where we'll be able to see whether the Federal Reserve, the members of the Federal Reserve, believe whether it is going to continue to move to the upside, whether it is not going to continue to move to the upside, and where did they really see this interest rate moving. And this particular element will very much set the narrative for the markets going forward. Right now, we are seeing a lot of momentum in terms of the dollar index. It is moving to the upside. We are seeing bullish bets coming in, and on the back of this one, we really got to focus on the Forex dollar pair, the euro dollar pair. So the euro dollar is very much in a downward trend, so any rally that we see in the euro dollar could very much be a potential to sell. Why? Because the European Central Bank has made very clear it is not going to change its monetary policy anytime soon, and the narrative was still very dovish. Of course, we could see the same from the Federal Reserve tomorrow. There is no guarantees in this place, but currently the market is betting that the Fed will change its stance because the coronavirus vaccine has changed the situation. More than 22% people have actually got the vaccine, and restrictive measures are really getting rolled back, meaning economy is opening up more. So that should have a very positive impact on the markets. Now, in terms of the Dow Jones and in terms of the S&P, you can see for the last few days how that calm is in the market, because market has been trending slightly to the sideways, in the sideways direction, but slightly notching to the upside as well. So we are seeing some gains because both of these two indices made record highs yesterday. However, it all depends on the Federal Reserve Committee's narrative, which is going to be delivered tomorrow. So the moment that we have that, that is what is really going to matter for the market. That is what is going to matter for inflation. That is what is going to matter for the treasury yields as well. One particular element which is quite important in this market is as follows. Number one is that we know that this coherent message from everyone across the board, whether we're talking about the Bank of England, whether we're talking about the Fed or the ECB, they all very much of this mind frame that yes, inflation is very transitory, we don't really need to worry about it, and the market is getting ahead of it. We don't know, the battle is on between the two. We don't know who's going to win this battle, but the outcome of this one is very much going to determine the future path. Right now, the market is saying inflation will soar massively and the Fed will be left behind. The Fed is thinking, or the central banks are saying, this is nothing but a transitory element. It's a short-term issue then rather than a long-term issue, so they're not changing the narrative on it. And that's why we are seeing whipsaws, but these whipsaws are still pushing the markets to the upside. We're seeing that momentum continue. Now, in terms of a Bitcoin prices, of course, they're trading in around 53,000. I think Americans are going to consider that as an opportunity, especially the fact that 100 million stimulus checks will be coming in the next 10 days. And the speculation is in the market that we are very much are seeing this narrative that traders and investors are going to put that money, or Americans are going to put that money towards stocks and Bitcoin. So let's see how that will evolve. To finish off, in the gold market, it is all about the 4-hour time frame, how the price is in battle with the 100-day simple moving average. Let's continue to monitor it. If the price breaks above it and stays above that, then the path will open for the market to move towards the 1781 price level. That's all from me, and I'll see you guys same time, same place tomorrow.